Hello ladies and gents, and good morning. Welcome to another video by the RC Bikers. Looking a little bit cloudy this morning. Not the nice sunny weather here in the UK that we've been used to, but hey, it's not raining, so we mustn't complain. Thank you very much for tuning in as always. Please check the comment section down below and also the description of this video. Join us on Facebook if you haven't already. I'm always on Facebook, up for a chat, and you know, I share information on there, stuff like that that might be of use to you. So we're here today, very exciting. Got yet another new RC car. What's going on? It's crazy. We've got the Trophy 4.6. On Facebook again, I put out a question: what should be my 20th Nitro RC car? Because yes, that's right, I've now got 20 of these things, as crazy as that may sound. And I said, what should be the next one? Lots of people said HPI, so I've had my eye on the 4.6 for a long time, and I did have the Trophy 3.5 back in 2012, which was great. So we got the Trophy 4.6 here today, which I'm very excited about. So in this video, we're going to just get the car out of the box and start it up for the very first time. In the next video, which will be coming soon, we're going to do the breaking in procedure following HPI's breaking in method, which I don't know what it is, so I'm going to have to read the instruction manual. That'll be a first. So this is the HPI Trophy 4.6 then. It's a 1/8 scale Truggy with a .28 sized engine. It's a Force engine. All of HPI's engines are actually made by Force, in case you didn't know that. So let's have a look. As usual, comes in a very nice looking box. If you're going to buy one of these for a present, you'll be happy with the look of the box, definitely. Let's take this off and have a little look, see what we've got inside. So the first thing coming out is the little bag of goodies. Now HPI definitely set themselves aside from other manufacturers because they always, or they are on the later models anyway, including the AA batteries for the transmitter and for the receiver, which is great. There's nothing worse than buying a model and forgetting the batteries and not having them, especially if it's Christmas Day when everywhere's shut. So it's really good to see that they include AA batteries within this pack. Also in here you've got your waterproof dual stage air filter, a couple of zip ties to secure that, and all of your shock spacers on the rear of this packet as well, so that you can fine tune your suspension to exactly what you want. So very nice there. Next thing coming out is the 2.4 gigahertz transmitter system. So let's have a little look. It's been a little while since I had a HPI, but I can see they're still using this style transmitter system, which is a nice radio, very nice to hold. I love this type of radio with the steering wheel set away from the controller. It kind of gives you a feel of having real control over the car. I can't really explain it, but that feels really nice in the hand, and it takes 4 AA size batteries as suspected, and of course, as I say, HPI have included those for you as well, which is a real bonus. It's definitely something that not many other manufacturers do, so it's great to see. Next thing coming out is the user manual for the HPI Trophy 4.6. Inside this you've also got a very long antenna tube, which of course you will need to cut down because these have 2.4 gigahertz radios now, which are much smaller antennas. As usual, very nice manual, very comprehensive, and on the rear it directs you over to hpiracing.com, where you can get all of the information and watch the tutorials on their YouTube channel, etc. But you wouldn't need to do that because you've got mine. And also we've got this subscription here, join my HPI for free, and they give you a little card there for that. I'm not sure what that's about, so I'll check that out a little bit later. But as always, very nice manual from HPI. They know what they're doing. It's written in very good English, you know, it's not some translated rubbish. Very nice and good quality, and just the manual, it's good quality, you know, just like the car. So awesome stuff. And we ready for the first look? Here it comes. Wow, look at that. It's your typical 1/8 scale Truggy chassis with the awesome HPI quality. We'll have a closer look at it in a minute, but it looks really nice, and it's fully assembled. They've even popped the wheels on for you. Of course, this is a 4-wheel drive Truggy. They've already popped the wheels on, and the body shell is on, and also the rear wheel is mounted as well. So really, all you're going to need to do with this to get it ready to drive is tune your suspension up, so pop a couple of spacers in, thread the antenna tube, pop the air filter on, and pop a few batteries in, sort of 10 minutes work tops. So not much work to do. So that's looking really nice. Got the lovely anodized aluminium chassis on the underside there, with all the countersunk screws as usual, looking really sweet. Right, let me clear up a little bit, pop it all together, and then we're going to have a closer look at this awesome Trophy 4.6. See you in a second. So here's the Truggy then, a little bit closer up. So I've just removed the plastic protective film off the body shell so that we can view this car in all of its glory just that little bit closer. So let's have a little look at it then and see what we've got. So as I said then, the car comes fully assembled with the wheels already installed onto the car. The wheels are these nice black wheels, spoked type, with the knobbly off-road tyres featuring 17mm hexes, so if you wanted to change the wheels over then you could very easily. We've got the rear wing already installed, and the body shell is already fully stickered up for you from the factory, so we don't need to worry about sticking any decals on the car. As you'd expect, we've also got big bore aluminium shocks on the front and the rear, and we've also got a nice big bumper there to absorb any impact to stop your body shell and other plastic components behind getting destroyed when you're off-road bashing this one. Having now taken off the body shell, you can see the heart and soul of this Truggy in its fully assembled state with the lovely orange anodised aluminium chassis components. This is HPI's Force 4.6 sized engine with the warning stickers on top and the 150cc fuel tank as well, again with warning stickers on there as well. Got the waterproof enclosed battery box and receiver housing and the waterproof on-off switch as well. We've got pre-installed servos for the throttle and steering. The central gearbox has got dual disc brakes and a steel spur gear and bell gear setup. As always with HPI, it's been assembled to a very good standard and looks very nice. Just leaves us with a few little bits to do, namely installing the air filter and installing the batteries, and then it's ready to rock and roll. Okay, great stuff. So I've just spent a little bit of time getting the car ready to start for the very first time. I have popped the shock spacers on the rear and just tuned the suspension to something I'm a little bit more happy with. I've also installed batteries into transmitter and receiver and checked that that's all working good. I've also popped on the dual stage waterproof air filter as well, because in this one it is a dual stage waterproof air filter. Okay, so with that all done, it's now time to get the engine started for the very first time. Now at this stage, I would recommend preheating the engine. I'm not going to today because I don't actually have my heat gun with me. However, I would recommend preheating the engine up to approximately 80 degrees Celsius if you can. Now this one already has glow plug installed, so all we need to do now is prime the engine. I've already done that. That means get fuel through the fuel lines and into the carburetor, okay? Don't pull the starter too much, otherwise you will end up flooding the engine. And all of these tutorials you can find on my channel where I go into a little bit more detail. I'll pop a tutorial down in the description below where you can view this in a little bit more detail. So engine is primed. Fuel wise, I'm using a race blend fuel. 25% works well at this size engine. 30% would be good as well, although that's a little bit difficult to get hold of here in the UK. So I'm using a race blend fuel. Now, having just read the manual, for this one we need to allow it to idle for 2 full tanks on a nice rich setting with the wheels preferably above the ground, followed by 2 further tanks driving at no more than half throttle, and then on the 5th tank I'm going to do a little bit of tuning. So in the next video, please check it out. You can watch how to break in the engine of your HPI Nitro car, because HPI use a universal process through all of their engines, okay? So it just differs slightly from my standard 5-tank braking process. Again, if you want to learn about that process, I'll pop a link in the description below as well. So now it's time to just start the engine. So let's see how easy these fire up. This is a force engine, so they're generally quite high compression. Let's see how we do. So Radio gear on. Another quick check, make sure, yeah, I'm happy with that. And then away we go. Oh, that was easy. Just going to give it a little bit of gas just to get it started up. Just be prepared to turn that trim back down again.
Sing now for 2 full tanks as per HPI's breaking in process. If you want to watch the full breaking in procedure, I'll pop a link to that video down in the comment section below. But for now, hope you enjoyed this first preview of the HPI Trophy 4.6. Started up very easily there, and that was without preheating as well. So thanks very much for watching. Join us on Facebook. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.